Thank you very much. Thank you, Doctor, for being here today and willing to take this on. As you can tell, it's pretty volatile. We all care about our veterans. I grew up in a military family, and my dad spent a lot of time in the VA. We've got a lot of good VAs across this country. In Alabama, we've got a lot of good ones. We've got a lot of bad ones. But it usually comes down to personnel. And when I first got here, President Trump had evaluated and released 4,000 people from the VA, and the Biden administration rehired them back, and with back pay, without any evaluation. We have not had any evaluation from those 4,000 since I've been here for 4 years. People need to be evaluated, and if they can't do the job or they're negligent, especially in healthcare, they need to be let go. So I'd hope that we really look into the people running our VAs. I know you'll do that. One thing I'm concerned about, and since I've been on this committee, we have big tech that could be very valuable to our VAs. Big tech has done a great job in a lot of areas. Hyperbaric chambers, I've been pushing that for years, of trying to get our veterans to be able to use hyperbaric chambers for PTSD, which are not covered in the VA. Their insurance will not cover it. We need to grow up in this business. There's a ultrasound system that is used now for PTSD that is very, very successful. One in North Carolina, one in San Francisco that I've had friends go to that has saved their life. For the life of me, we cannot get the VA to approve of this system to be used by veterans, even though we don't have them in the VAs. Would you commit that we would really look hard into these new systems that have come aboard to help our veterans? We're losing 18 veterans a day to suicide. It's ridiculous.
Thank you, Senator, for that question, and I enjoyed our visit where you described some of these in detail, and it really is intriguing. And the answer would be yes, and I believe that's consistent with the perspective Senator Collins shared when he was here a month ago of looking for organizations that can help our veterans outside VA, whether in the nonprofits, for-profits, or different approaches, and figuring out how to use them to help our veterans, get healthier, receive benefits, pursue their American dream.
I would hope we'd get the big tech companies really involved in it. I know they're involved in healthcare, just for the general public, but the VA, we need more and more help. And we obviously spend a lot of money. And I would hope that as we go through this, we'll look at the money that's being spent. The VA's Office of Inspector General recently published a report bringing to light failures within the fiduciary program. 311 veterans had no records within the Veterans Benefit Management System, and $24 million in benefits were dispersed without oversight to this. I mean, speaking of leaking oil, considering your background as Undersecretary for Benefits, how will we implement improvements to help this?
Certainly. Thank you, Senator, for that question. And you're right, I do know a lot about the fiduciary program. And one of the things was, of course, who's watching over the people who are taking care of our veterans' money when they are unable to do that. Oversight continued to be a challenge when I was there. So if confirmed, I will look into this in more detail and understand what's taking place. Normally, there are processes to do this, and so the kind of things you're describing in the IG report really makes me wonder about the processes. And back to your original point, it makes me wonder about accountability, because there's supposed to be leaders managing those processes, and for failures like the ones you're describing in that report, it's really troubling and it needs to be tightened down. So if confirmed, I'll look into that.
Thank you. And one other thing, oversight on the PACT Act, as Senator Tillis said, we're leaking oil there. $3 billion already over. It was jerked out of this hearing room without being finished by the leader of the Senate. It was Democrat at the time, and it's unfortunately a lot of things have gone wrong because we didn't have the ability to finish that bill. So hopefully we'll look into that. We'll get you back here after you take office and see how we can help with that, because the PACT Act could be good if done the right way. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.